become real. Hang on. I didn't turn this on yet. Okay, went happily ever after, become real. So, how many of you, okay, first off, what is real to you? Any thoughts?
Reality. It's what we perceive to be tangible and real.
Okay. Well, I'm going to relate this to the story of the Velveteen Rabbit. How many of you have read the Velveteen Rabbit? So, pretty much almost everyone. Okay, this story is about a boy that gets a rabbit, and the rabbit's put in with the other toys, and the rabbit's feeling insignificant because the other toys have mechanical parts, they have lights, and they make noises, but the rabbit can't do any of that. And so he feels really insignificant, and he talks to the skin horse that's been in the nursery a long time. And the skin horse tells him, well, those toys are going to break and get thrown away, but you have the potential to become real. So the rabbit asks what real is, and the skin horse starts describing what real is. And so we're going to learn a little bit about that in this presentation. And also, the boy ends up falling in love with the rabbit, and that's his favorite toy. And he takes it for walks and reads to it and talks to it and plays with it and has all kinds of fun. But there's moments where it's uncomfortable because he's snuggling him or rolling over on him and stuff like that. And so sometimes it's painful and stuff too. But eventually the rabbit ends up becoming real. So in our lives, sometimes we feel insignificant, like people are smarter than we are, or prettier, or more talented. And we need to take some advice from the skin horse. He says, it isn't how you are made, it's something that happens to you. Becoming real. The key is not how, so the skin horse tells the rabbit that it's how children love you. When the child loves you for a really long time, that's what makes you real. But in reality, the key is not how others love us, but how we love others. Does it happen all at once? No, it doesn't. It takes a really long time. Does it hurt? Sometimes. It doesn't often happen to people who break easily, or have to be carefully kept, or have sharp edges. Generally, by the time you're real, most of your hair's been rubbed off, your eyes fall out, and you get weak in the knees and shabby in the joints. Becoming real is hard. Is it worth it? Can you think of anything worth having that doesn't take a lot of hard work and effort? Heavenly Father is real. His purpose is to bring to pass immortality and eternal life of men. Heavenly Father truly loves others. That is how he became real. So in our marriages, we all want happily ever after. But that is for heaven, the celestial kingdom. Now is the time to prepare so that we can have happily ever after. How do we become real? So I have had some frustrations once that I would feel insignificant and like I'd really try my best and I could never be good enough and I just wanted to give up. And I prayed and Heavenly Father helped me get through the really hard times, and I believe it's helped me become a better person and more real. Gordon B. Hinckley says, anyone that imagines that bliss is normal is going to run around shouting that he's been robbed. Look at trials as learning opportunities. Heavenly Father felt we were ready, so we do have the potential. Is there something you do over and over again that the church teaches against? Do these actions bring sadness to people you love? How many of us truly want happily ever after? No one single or married was ever sublimely happy unless he was righteous. So does anyone have an idea of what sublimely means? definition, are high spirituality, moral, and intellectual achievement. Marriage presupposes total allegiance, respect, sacrifice, commitment, and loyalty. Spencer W. Kimball states, some married people allow their eyes to wander and their hearts to become vagrant. They think it's not appropriate to flirt a little, to share their hearts with others, or to have desire for people that are not their husband or wife. The Lord, in no uncertain terms, has taught that a man shall love his wife with all his heart and cleave into her and none else. So relationships with offenders require boundaries, but they still require us to love them. Whether you want to call it an addiction or stubbornness or just something you enjoy, if it's hurting those you love and the church teaches against it, it's time to change. Forgive yourself and others. Keep learning and trying. I have a video.
Like a human life, is a precious living thing. If our bodies are sick, we seek to heal them. We do not give up. While there is any prospect of life, we seek healing again and again. The weakening of the concept that marriages are permanent and precious has far-reaching consequences. I speak out of concern, but with hope. The same should be true of our marriages, and if we seek Him, the Lord will help us and heal us. Plead for the guidance of the Spirit of the Lord to forgive wrongs, to overcome faults, and to strengthen relationships. A marriage, eternal in duration and godlike in quality, does not contemplate divorce.
So, work on becoming as faithful as possible to your spouse. The best marriage is not just a two-way partnership. It's a three-way partnership between your spouse, a wife, and the Lord, your wife, and a husband. Do you really want happily ever after? Act now. Become real in your marriage. Learn to really love your spouse.